We all know that the mini-games like Geometry Dash World, Meltdown and Geometry Dash Lite were updated, but as we know, they were on the edge of being removed from App Store and Google Play, and if RobTop had not updated them to 2.2, they probably would have removed them. But what does that mean? As we know, App Store and Google Play gave RobTop time to make the game before the 31st of August in 2023, and you probably won't believe it, but that could be the release deadline for 2.2. And before I start, I'm asking you to get 1000 subscribers under this video. It will be the best motivation for me to make more videos for you. So we'll get started. Let's start with what's going on with RobTop and what he needs to do before releasing 2.2. As we know, at the beginning of May, Geometry Dash was removed from the App Store and Google Play. But what was the reason? First of all, the Android API and the fact that it hasn't been updated for 6 years. I don't know about the App Store, but most likely that the game has not been updated for a long time, and probably the game is no longer playable on new versions of iOS. The player also asked where the game is on the Play Market, and RobTop responded that he was shocked and needed to make support for the game for newer versions of the Android API. And Google Play support told him that he has time until the 31st of August, how I said. And another thing that surprised me is that the player asked RobTop, what will you do to keep your game from being deleted from Google Play? To which RobTop replied 2.2. Does this mean to prevent the game from being removed from the App Store and Google Play, he should release the 2.2 update? After all, think about it. There is no point in using the old version of Geometry Dash 2.2 level for newer versions of Android API if the 2.2 is in progress. Okay, let's take a little break from the release date, we'll come back to it a little later. X-Creator Goal asked if there will be any changes for the official levels throughout the updates, to which RobTop replied that all the levels change non-stop until release date, anything specific you're looking for. Also, the RobTop was asked if there will be custom backgrounds in 2.2. RobTop replied that there won't be any in 2.2, maybe in the new updates, how I understood. And then there is a thing that really freaked me out. Did you know that in 2.2 Geometry Dash there will be about 5000 sound effects? And that, as RobTop said, is only a small part of what he wants to add. But in 2.2 is being added for about 6000 sound effects, which many of you have seen in the third sneak peek, and it's so incredible. And as RobTop wrote that after 2.2 he wants to add about 500,000 different sound effects, or rather not to add, but he just has them. And after 2.2 he will spend much more time on the Geometry Dash community and do what it wants on the next 2.3 update. Okay, I think that's enough. Now let's go back to the date of the Geometry Dash update to version 2.2. I think that 2.2 will definitely come out before the 31st of August, and many YouTubers I think will share my opinion. Because RobTop even wrote that in order the game is not deleted, he needs to do 2.2, so it follows that he will not do an update 2.12 just to make API support, because he has not released an update for quite a long time, and actually understands RobTop that he wants to make the game world famous, so it's probably the only game that can be so popular and has been not updated for so long time, and to be so popular among TikTok and YouTube, which on the game proves how big our community is. Therefore, RobTop is making 2.2 as perfect as possible, so that it can be recognizable, not to disappoint us. But about the release date of the update, I'm leaning towards it's coming out between the 10th of July and the 31st of August, somewhere in that interval. Also, the player wrote that RobTop has a deadline or wants to release the update as soon as possible, to which RobTop responded that he's removing unnecessary stuff that could wait after 2.2 was released. So RobTop most likely has a deadline of the 31st of August, unless of course the opposite is true. I will of course be shocked if he releases a 2.12 update where he just adds support for new versions of Android API, which of course will disappoint a lot of people, but we hope for the best. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, then subscribe to my channel and put a like if you haven't done it yet. But I'll be leaving you. Good luck and goodbye to everyone.